What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, November 13th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Marvel released a set of Black Panther character posters that featured both the heroes and villains from the upcoming comic book epic. The poster displayed Chadwick Boseman as the Black Panther, himself King T'Challa, alongside the rest of his royal family who rule over Wakanda, including Angela Bassett as stepmother Ramonda, Laita Wright as sister Shahuri, and Forrest Whitaker as advisor Zuri. Stars Lupita Nyong'o and Dana Guerrera also received posters as Dora Milaje members Nakia and Yokoi, respectively. In the pages of the Marvel Comics, the Dora Milaje were an elite group of female bodyguards who protect the King of Wakanda. The poster Thursday for Bosman's poster reads the caption, "His Father's Legacy." It's a reference to how T'Challa took on the mantle of Black Panther and became the King of Wakanda following his father's death in Captain America Civil War. Bosman is seen in the image staring down at the clawed hands while donning most of the Black Panther's signature attire. Marvel wrote alongside Nyong'o's poster, her king's love, hinting that perhaps there's a romantic connection between herself and T'Challa. The actress is seen holding two blade weapons. On the villain side are posters for Andy Serkis as Ulysses Klaue, first featured as an arms dealer in Avengers Age of Ultron, and Michael B. Jordan as Eric Killmonger, the main antagonist of the film. The poster for Jordan reads, "His People's Rage," seen holding two large weapons. The caption for Serkis' image reads, "His enemy's revenge," as he is seen smiling while showing off his prosthetic arm. Other characters' posters featured Daniel Kaluuya as W'Kabi, Martin Freeman as Everett K. Ross, and Winston Duke as M'Baku. Black Panther is set to arrive in theaters on February 16th. Ryan Reynolds shared on Twitter Thursday a Thanksgiving-themed poster for Deadpool 2 and a Good Housekeeping cover featuring his superhero character. The actor wrote alongside the cover to the latest issue of Good Housekeeping that features the merc with the mouth holding up a turkey while wearing an apron with a Christmas tree. My secret to a proper stuffing, gentle hands, heavy eye contact, and bundles of tie. Hashtag Dead Housekeeping, hashtag Deadpool. The issue contained recipes from Deadpool for holiday entrees such as Dee's Spiced Nuts, among other comically named treats. The caption at the top of the magazine reads, "Deadpool Stuff, Our Holiday Issue." Editor-in-Chief of Good Housekeeping, Jane Francisco, said, "Deadpool's persistence to be in Good Housekeeping was impressive. Initially, we had no idea who he was, let alone that he was a fan of the magazine. But after repeated attempts to ignore his passion, we came to a compromise. He could appear in one issue if he promised to stop leaving care packages at our editors' homes and agreed to maintain a 50-foot distance from the Good Housekeeping offices and our staff." Deadpool added, "After years of weekly emails and countless carrier pigeons, Good Housekeeping finally returns my calls. And while it's a dream come true, apparently we have vast different opinions on the definition of a holiday spread." The poster, also shared by Reynolds on Thursday, acts as the first poster for Deadpool 2 and features the character serving Thanksgiving dinner to the cast of the film alongside Josh Brolin's Cable. Characters sitting around the table include Domino, played by Zazie Beetz, Weasel, played by T.J. Miller, X-Men members Colossus, played by Stefan Kaepernick, and Negasonic Teenage Warhead, played by Brianna Hildebrand, Blind Al, played by Leslie Uggams, Vanessa, played by Morena Baccarin, and Dopinder, the taxi driver, played by Karen Soni. Featured in the background is a photo of Marvel's comic legend, Stan Lee. Reynolds captioned the poster, "Thanksgiving in our house is a glorious nonstop car accident set to the music of cocaine." Deadpool 2 arrives in theaters on June 1st. Will Smith shared on Facebook a photo of him and his co-stars visiting the ancient city of Petra in Jordan last week. He captioned the image, "We're shooting at Aladdin in Jordan. Took my crew to Petra. It's been on my bucket list for about 20 years. It's crazy." He also said, "Special thanks to the royal family and to the people of Jordan. You all took perfect care of us. We shall return." Smith plays the genie in the live-action musical movie. The ensemble also includes Mena Massoud as Aladdin, Naomi Scott as Princess Jasmine, and Marwan Kenzari as Jafar. It's set for theatrical release on May 24th, 2019. Sandra Bullock will star in a new film about filibustering State Senator Wendy Davis. The line reported the 53-year-old actress will portray Davis, whose 11-hour filibuster helped momentarily stall an anti-abortion bill in the Texas legislature in the forthcoming movie. Davis, who served as a senator from 2009 to 2015, held a filibuster in June 2013 to block a bill which included more restrictive abortion regulations in Texas. She delayed its passage beyond the midnight deadline for the legislative special session. The bill was later approved in a new special session, but the U.S. Supreme Court ruled it unconstitutional in 2016. Mario Correa penned the script, with Bullock to produce with Todd Black, Jason Bothemol, and Steve Tisch of Escape Artists, and Jonathan Shawkat of Showcat Productions. The movie has yet to secure a director and distributor. Variety reported the project will be shopped to studios and is expected to garner interest over the next week. Bullock is also slated to star in Ocean's 8 and the Netflix movie Bird Box. Sony Pictures Releasing International has shared a new trailer for its 2018 film Peter Rabbit. Directed by Will Gluck, the big-screen adaptation of Beatrix Potter's beloved stories features the voice talents of James Corden as the titular animated bunny, and Margot Robbie, Elizabeth Debicki, and Daisy Ridley as Peter's sisters Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. Rose Byrne plays the live-action role of Kind-Hearted Bee, and Dominic Leeson portrays Peter's human nemesis, Mr. McGregor. Corden said in a statement announcing this week's 2.5-minute preview, which shows Peter trying to escape Mr. McGregor's clutches, "Every British child falls in love with Peter Rabbit sooner or later. I hope that a new generation will see this film and rediscover the incredible books and storytelling of Beatrix Potter and fall in love with the character as I did. That's what I wanted to be part of this film." Gluck added, "In making this film, we've always felt a humble custodian entrusted with Peter's legacy. My parents introduced Peter to me, and I, in turn, introduced him to my own children. And it's my great honor to be directing a film that will bring him to cinemas everywhere." The Big Little Lies cast and crew are reportedly gearing up to start production on Season 2. HBO plans to begin filming a new season of the hit show in spring 2018, according to TV Line. Big Little Lies executive producer David E. Kelly hinted the project was in an interview with TV Line at a TV Game Changers panel earlier this month. The producer says, "We're kicking around ideas and trying to lasso the talent and get the band back together." He explained, "It's just a lot of logistical things, but I'm optimistic because everyone wants to do it. We feel we still have storytelling to do. No decision has been made yet, but we're hopeful." Big Little Lies was originally envisioned as a limited series adaptation of the Liam Moriarty book of the same name. The first season starred Reese Witherspoon, Nicole Kidman, Shailene Woodley, and Zoe Kravitz. Variety reported Thursday that Witherspoon has exited the movie Pale Blue Dot to clear her schedule for Season 2. Noah Hawley is attached to direct the film, which is to begin production in early 2018. Korean film director Park Chan-wook is to make his television directorial debut with a 6-part miniseries based on the John LeClaire spy novel The Little Drummer Girl. The 1970s set caper reunites Ink Factory with BBC One and AMC, which previously collaborated on the successful LeClaire adaptation The Night Manager. Lady Macbeth star Florence Pugh will star in the miniseries. Production is to begin in January, and the program will eventually air on the BBC in the United Kingdom and AMC in the United States. Park Chan-wook said in a statement, "Of LeClaire's many masterpieces, the one I love ahead of any other is The Little Drummer Girl. At the core of this story is an extremely painful but thrilling romance. This is what makes the story universal, reaching beyond borders and languages, and remains incredibly current. To adapt such a great work without losing its integrity, it needs the time and depth of a television series, and I'm excited at the prospect of seeing how the drum beats of Florence Pugh, the most energetic young female actor I've ever recently seen, will resonate with the audience." David Madden, the president of original programming for AMC, Sundance TV, and AMC Studios, said, "After tremendous reception by U.S. audiences to The Night Manager, we are thrilled to be working again with the Ink Factory and the BBC on another brilliantly plotted and deeply emotional John LeClaire thriller, The Little Drummer Girl. Personally speaking, I read the book when it was published in the 1980s, and it's frightening and thought-provoking to recognize how relevant the story still is today. Florence Pugh is a gifted actress who will make a stunning Charlie, and Park is a filmmaker of extraordinary vision whose entry into the world of LeClaire-style espionage should be irresistible." Park's credits include Stoker, Joint Security Area, Thirst, The Handmaiden, Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Old Boy, and Lady Vengeance. Louis C.K. issued a statement Friday in reactions to allegations of sexual misconduct, saying he feels, quote, remorseful of his actions. The comedian's admission came in response to the New York Times report Thursday, in which 5 women accused him of being sexually inappropriate with them. In each case, he either asked them to watch him masturbate or did so in front of them or while on the phone. CK said that he's learned too late in life that being sexually inappropriate with someone he has power over is, quote, a predicament of them. He wrote, "The power I have over these women is that they admire me, and I wield that power irresponsibly. I have been remorseful of my actions." Dana Min Goldman and Julia Wolof, a comedy duo, said CK undressed and masturbated in front of them in his hotel room after they performed at the U.S. Comedy Arts Festival in Aspen, Colorado in 2002. They said he asked for permission and they thought he was joking at first. And then they claim he really did it. They said they were later told by his manager, Dave Becky, not to tell other people what happened, and they felt like they were never able to work on any production CK or Becky were involved with. Comedian Abby Schnatner said in 2003 she heard CK masturbate while she spoke to him on the phone. Another comedian, Rebecca Corey, said he asked her if he could masturbate in front of her while they were working on a television pilot in 2005. A fifth accuser, who spoke on conditions of anonymity, told The Times that CK repeatedly asked her to watch him masturbate while they worked on the Chris Rock show in the late 1990s. She said she agreed to, but knew it was wrong. She said, "I think the big piece of why I said yes was because of the culture. He abused his power." CK said on Friday, "I've learned yesterday the extent to which I have left these women who admire me feeling badly about themselves and cautious around other men who would have never have put them in that position." He concluded, "I've spent my long and lucky career talking and saying anything I want. I will now step back and take a long time to listen." Indie film company The Orchard announced Friday it will no longer release CK's film I Love You, Daddy. The company said in a statement Friday The Orchard will not be moving forward with the release of I Love You, Daddy. The film was written and directed by CK, who was also set to star alongside Charlie Day, John Malkovich, Chloe Grace Moretz, Rose Byrne, Edie Falco, Helen Hunt, and Pamela Aldalan. The story centered around CK attempting to stop an older filmmaker, played by Malkovich, from dating his teenage daughter, played by Moretz. The cancellation of I Love You, Daddy comes after The Orchard scrapped off project's Thursday premiere hours before the New York Times report. The film was set to open theatrically on November 17th in limited release before going wide. Leading up to the cancellation, the film's cast began to drop out of promoting the film, including Moretz and Day. Day said in a statement to the Los Angeles Times, "I was as appalled as everyone to read the allegations made in the New York Times. I do not condone sexual misconduct, and in light of the allegations, will not be promoting the movie further." HBO said in a statement that it will no longer be working with CK. HBO says Louis C.K. will no longer be participating in the Night of Too Many Stars America Unites for Autism programs, which will be presented live on HBO on November 18th. In addition, HBO is removing CK's past projects from its on-demand service. FX, which produces CK's acclaimed series Louis, among others, also released a statement saying it's reviewing the matter. They said, "We're obviously very troubled by the allegations about Louis C.K. published in the New York Times today. The network has received no allegations of misconduct by Louis C.K. related to any of our 5 shows produced tougher over the past 8 years. FX Networks and FCP will take all necessary actions to protect our employees and thoroughly investigate any allegations of misconduct within our workplace. That said, the matter is under review." Netflix on Friday announced it was canceling CK's upcoming stand-up special, the second half of a 2-part deal that included a special that debuted in April. Netflix spokesperson said in a statement, "The allegations made by several women in the New York Times about Louis C.K.'s behavior are disturbing. Louis' unprofessional and inappropriate behavior with female colleagues has led us to decide not to produce a second stand-up special as been planned." Ed Westwick and Jeremy Piven both denied on Twitter Thursday that they raped or sexually assaulted a number of women who have come forward with allegations. Westwick wrote, after being accused by a second actress of rape Wednesday, "It is disheartening and sad to me that as a result of 2 unverifiable and probably untrue social media claims, there are some in this environment who could either conclude I have had anything to do with such vile and horrific conduct." The Gossip Girl alum continued by saying, "I have absolutely not, and I am cooperating with the authorities so that they can clear my name as soon as possible. Westwick is facing rape allegations from actress Christina Cohen, who filed a police report Tuesday at the LAPD's Hollywood Division, and Orlai Nguyen, who went by the name Orlai May Cow during her acting career. Both women shared their stories on Facebook and said that Westwick forced himself on them in 2014. Piven has been accused of groping former Playboy model and actress Ariane Bellamar on 2 separate occasions. Actress Cassidy Freeman also came forward with accusations stating that the Entourage alum also sexually assaulted her. Piven wrote, as part of a lengthy statement where he discussed taking a polygraph test to prove his innocence, "Let me begin by saying that the accusations against me are absolutely false and completely fabricated." He continued by saying, "We seem to be entering dark times. Alleged allegations are being printed as facts, and lives are being put in jeopardy without a hearing, due process, or evidence. We can give people the benefit of a doubt before we rush to judgment." Piven concluded, "Continuing to tear each other down and destroy careers based on mere allegations is not productive on any level. We can use this moment to begin constructive dialogue on these issues, which are real and need to be addressed." Gary Goddard is denying recent allegations he sexually abused Anthony Edwards and his friends when they were child actors decades ago. Publicist Sam Singer said in a statement to Deadline.com Friday, "I'm responding on behalf of producer and writer Gary Goddard to allegations posted and made today by actor Anthony Edwards on the website Medium." He also said the complaint reads, "Gary first met Anthony more than 40 years ago. Gary was a mentor, teacher, and friend of Anthony, which makes this story all the more disturbing to him. As to the allegations that Mr. Edwards made in his post today, I can unequivocally deny them on Gary's behalf. Gary played an important role in helping start Anthony's acting career and acted as his personal manager. He has nothing but the greatest respect for Anthony as a person. Gary is saddened by the false allegations. The post by Anthony, as well as many of the news stories today referencing a legal claim made against Gary approximately 4 years ago regarding sexual harassment. The complaint was demonstrated to be fraudulent, as it was completely fabricated and ultimately withdrawn by the complaint and his attorneys. Best known for his roles in Revenge of the Nerds, Top Gun, and ER, Edwards published a personal essay on Medium.com Friday describing Goddard as a sick father figure whom he met when he was 12. Edwards said he was vulnerable at the time because his father was a World War II veteran who suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder and wasn't emotionally available to his family, prompting Edwards to seek guidance elsewhere. The 55-year-old actor said, "Pedophiles prey on the weak. My vulnerability was exploited. I was molested by Goddard. My best friend was raped by him, and this went on for years. The group of us, the gang, stayed quiet." Edwards said the main reason he and his friends remained silent was because of fear. The actor said, "Only after I was able to separate my experience, process it, and put it in its place could I accept this truth. My abuse may always be with me, but it does not own me. For far too many years, I was held on to the idea that love was conditional, and so I would look for someone and something other than my higher self to define those conditions and requirements for me." Edwards said that over the years, he has gained strength through therapy and connecting with other abusive survivors. The actor also recalled how 22 years ago he ran into Goddard in an airport and confronted him about what he had done to him. Edwards said he swore to his remorse and said that he had gotten help. "I felt a temporary sense of relief. I said temporarily because when Goddard appeared in the press 4 years ago for alleged sexual abuse, my rage resurfaced. At 51 years old, I was directed by a group of loving friends to a therapist who specialized in this kind of abuse. By processing my anger in a safe place with a professional, I was able to have the conversation that I wish I have had with my mom when I was 14. I did not go from being a victim to survival alone. No one does. I had to ask for help, and I'm so grateful that I did." Jenny McCarthy is reasserting her claim that Steven Seagal sexually harassed her. The 45-year-old radio personality recounted her alleged experience with Seagal on Thursday's episode of Sirius XM show after first sharing the story in an interview with Movie Line in 1998. McCarthy acknowledged, "A lot of people know this story," before recalling how she read for Seagal during an audition for Under Siege 2. "I purposely wore a muumuu to the audition so the casting people would actually look at my face and watch my work." McCarthy said she was alone in the room with Seagal, who reportedly asked her to sit next to him on a sofa. She refused to take a seat, but admitted the actor's request was alarming. The star recalled, "In my head, I was like, okay, here we go. Sound the alarms. This is not a test. This is the real thing. Activate all defense systems. But I so wanted to legitimately read for this part that I wasn't going to give it up yet. So I told him, listen, my agent says there's no nudity. I specifically asked her, and she said no." She admitted, he says, well, there's an off-camera nudity. He then said, I can't tell you what your body looks like in that dress. Can you lower it for me? He says, I know you must have a beautiful body under there. Can you lower it so I can see your breasts? McCarthy said she went from shock to sadness and told Seagal to go buy her Playboy video before leaving the room. The actor reportedly followed her out to her car and warned her not to tell anyone about the experience. McCarthy's renewed allegations follows new sexual harassment claims against Seagal this month. Actress Portia de la Rossi said in a tweet Wednesday that Seagal once unzipped his pants in front of her at an audition. Sean Diddy Combs has announced that he is no longer changing his name to Love or Brother Love and blamed the initial decision to change his name on drinking too much. The rap mogul said while speaking with TMZ about the video released on social media Saturday where he first brought up the new Love name, "Had a couple of drinks, I was feeling good, it was my birthday." Combs continues, "So I introduced the world to one of my alter egos which I love, but I'm not changing my name. It's already too confusing, it's just something that I added." Recently, Combs took to his Instagram to address fans about the name change, writing alongside a video, "I see you can't play with the internet." Combs said in the clip, "Due to the overwhelming response from the media out there and just due to their not wanting to be in confusion, I was only joking, okay?" Combs has gone by many names throughout his career, including Puff Daddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, and Diddy. Passing to report, Chuck Mosely, the former frontman of the rock band Faith No More, died as a result of drug addiction. His family announced Friday he was 57. Mosely, who sang vocals on the band's first two albums, died Thursday. After a long period of sobriety, his family said in a statement released by EMP Label Group, he died due to the disease of the addiction. The statement continued, "We shared the manner in which he passed in the hopes that it might serve as a warning or a wake-up call or beacon to anyone else struggling to fight for sobriety." Mosely sang with the band from 1984 to 1988. On the first two albums, We Care a Lot and Introduce Yourself. He later went on to be involved with the band's Bad Brains, Cement, before working as a chef for a number of years. In 2016, Mosely began touring with solo acoustic materials. Mosely is survived by his longtime partner, Pip Logan, two daughters, Erica and Sophie, and grandson, Wolfgang. Mosely was 57. Country music star Carrie Underwood broke her wrists and suffered cuts and abrasions when she fell on the steps outside her home this week. The 34-year-old singer's representative confirmed the Friday night mishap to the Tennessean newspaper. The Post says Underwood was treated at a nearby hospital and was released. However, the Grammy winner will not be performing on Monday's night's Country Rising benefit concert in Nashville as planned due to her injuries. Underwood tweeted Sunday, "Thank you so much for all the well wishes, everybody. I'll be all right. Might just have to take some time. Glad I got the best hubby in the world to take care of me." Underwood hosted the CMA Awards show last Wednesday. She is married to retired hockey player Mike Fisher and is the mother of their 2-year-old son, Isaiah. NBC plans to air the hour-long holiday special Gwen Stefani, You Make Me Feel Like Christmas on December 12th. The Grammy winner and her boyfriend, country music star Blake Shelton, will perform a duet from Stefani's new album, You Make It Feel Like Christmas, on the music and comedy program. Additional guest stars will include Chelsea Handler, King John, Seth MacFarlane, and Neo. Stefani said in the statement, "Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year. I'm excited to share my new holiday album with everyone and the joy of this holiday season. I look forward to giving audiences a peek into our family's favorite Christmas traditions and enjoying some of the music and old and new that makes the holiday so special." Jennifer Lopez's latest music video has gone viral. Amor, 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 featuring Winston, has been seen nearly 2.5 million times since it was posted on YouTube Friday. The 4-minute clip for the up-tempo Spanish song shows the two singers meeting up and dancing with their friends through a New York subway station and in a nightclub. Eminem is making his comeback with a new song featuring music superstar Beyonce. The 45-year-old rapper shared an audio track for Walk on Water, his first single in over 2 years, featuring the 36-year-old singer Thursday. He tweeted, "I'm back, hashtag Walk on Water, hashtag Revival, at Beyonce, hashtag Shady Back." Walk on Water is a piano ballad featuring lyrics about Eminem trying to meet expectations in his life and career. The song will appear on the star's forthcoming 9th studio album, which is rumored to be titled Revival. Eminem has yet to announce an official release date for his new album. He is expected to share more details about the project when he performs November 18th on Saturday Night Live. Eminem released the album The Marshall Mathers LP2 in November 2013 and followed up in 2015 with the singles Phenomenal and Kings Never Die featuring Gwen Stefani. Beyonce last released the album Lemonade in April 2016. And finally, the Chris Hemsworth lead superhero movie Thor Ragnarok is the number one movie in North America for a second week in a row, earning $56.6 million in receipts during its second weekend, BoxOfficeMojo.com said Sunday. Coming in at number 2 is Daddy's Home 2 with $30 million, followed by Murder on the Orient Express at number 3 with $28.2 million, A Bad Mom's Christmas at number 4 with $11.5 million, and Jigsaw at number 5 with $3.4 million. Rounding up the top tier are Tyler Perry's Boo 2, A Medea Halloween at number 6 with $2.1 million, Geostorm at number 7 with $1.5 million, Blade Runner 2049 at number 8 with $1.4 million, Happy Death Day at number 9 with $1.3 million, and Lady Bird at number 10 with $1.25 million. And as your entertainment report for Monday, November 13th, 2017, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.